Hey, so I wanted to make this video to show you the different models that you might want to transition into instead of the traditional model. And I'll break the new model down that I think is 10 times better, especially in the new market and 2025 and the way that things are now changing, especially for coaches, consultants, maybe other businesses as well. So the traditional model right now usually has people using Instagram, LinkedIn, email, ads, YouTube, and they create like a landing page funnel. They redirect all the traffic to the magnet VSL, book a call funnel, or like DMs. They book the call and they try and close clients. And throughout this process, they try and qualify them, right? But the problem with doing that nowadays is leads are more expensive. Like the cost per impression metrics are like going higher and higher and higher. So it's harder to go viral. And three is everything's trust based now. So people, there's so many different fitness coaches out there. There's so many different consultants that how do you stand out in this market nowadays? Because everyone is selling the exact same thing. Well, it just comes down to trust and building that with your audience. And whether it's a personal brand, whether it's having specific types of people follow you, which I'll break down in just a second, there's a few ways to go about this. And there's a few ways to adapt to now the trust-based model, which is kind of like the new model that I'll break down in a second. Because now trust is the new currency. If you want high ticket qualified clients, people have to trust you. And if they don't, then you're either going to get super low ticket clients or just no conversions. Even if you book tons and tons and tons of calls, if people don't trust you, you're not going to close anything. And if you've been having this issue, then I think you'll understand what I mean. And so the new model that I recommend that everyone should use, agencies, coaches, consultants, whoever it is, right? They should use the new content flywheel model. And so I highly recommend this to you watching this video right now, because the way that this model works is it's primarily content and ads based and long form content based as well. So how it works is you use Instagram ads and YouTube primarily for this content flywheel model. And instead of redirecting all the traffic to a funnel with a landing page and a calendar, and things like that are traditional lead magnets, VSLs, all those different things. What you want to do is you want to redirect them to an Instagram profile first, right? And so through this Instagram profile, it should be set up in a way which just nurtures them, where you have pinned content. I'm just using my profile for an example here, and this is like old screenshots. This isn't current, but just as an example here, you have pinned content here that nurtures your audience, and from there you have other like super valuable content that people can watch. And what it does is it builds trust with those prospects who begin to go into your profile, click into it, take a look at your content, and it makes them kind of like problem aware around their own pains and issues. Because in this content, hopefully, what you're doing is you're bringing up pain points that your prospects have or your ICP has. And so that gets them thinking while they watch your content, oh, you know what, like that's pretty accurate. I've been dealing with this for a while, right? And then from there, there's other mechanisms like Instagram stories, authority posts, client highlights that you can use, right? To build trust with your audience and demonstrate that you've been in the game for a while, and that you know your stuff, right? And I'm not like, this works for any industry. This could be for fitness coaches, consultants, whoever you want, right? This doesn't just work for me and the niche that I'm in. This works for everyone, right? And so this is kind of like the trust-based model where instead of redirecting them to that type of funnel, we redirect them to an Instagram profile funnel instead, where the profile does the nurturing for you, right? With all the content, the stories, and the story highlights that you have posted. And so from there, what you want to do is with your Instagram profile, right? You want to redirect all of the followers, because you can see that people like your content. You can see that people follow you, and those are all leads. Anyone who likes your content or gives you a follow on your Instagram through this model, and they come from ads, Instagram, YouTube, whatever it is, they're all leads, right? And they should be nurtured. And this is where IG DMs and YouTube content is going to be super important. So after they have basically clicked into your Instagram profile and they've liked a post, or maybe they followed you, right? You can see now that they've followed you or they liked a post. And with that information, that's where you or maybe an appointment setter who works with you on a commission basis goes into your Instagram and starts messaging those leads, right? Or the inbound leads that come in from your stories or whatever, and then you begin nurturing them from there. Again, I'm using my stuff as an example, and leads who come into my funnel and so on. But this is how the process works. And so the setter DMs them from there, or if you want to play more so of the long game, what you can do is instead of DMing them straight away, or you can kind of do a hybrid model where you DM them, but you don't book them into a call straight away, is you can redirect them to now YouTube content to pre-sell them. And so now what's happening is they've gone from a profile funnel with short form content to build trust and make them aware of their problems to now redirecting them to your YouTube content to help them solve their problems and come up with different solutions and attaching yourself as the person to help them solve that specific problem, right? So now they see you as the go-to authority and expert for that problem, right? And so I think you can see the funnel process now. So what you do is you generate a bunch of followers, whether it's through ads, where the primary goal is just for engagement. So you have like follower ads, Instagram content, YouTube content, redirect it to your Instagram profile. Nurture leads within the IG DMs and help them by sending them YouTube content that solves their problems or gives them the solutions that they need. And then from there, you book a call. So you can either go straight into nurturing them in this Instagram DM conversation and booking them into a call, just like I did right here, right? And then speaking them on the sales call and then hopefully closing them. Or you can redirect them to YouTube content. The YouTube content then redirects them to like a booking link in the description of the video, or it sends them back to your Instagram to DM you once they've watched the YouTube video, and then you book a call, right? And then basically what the funnel produces is just dream clients who are your exact ICP. So these are the people with the exact issue that you are helping solve, right? Or that you help solve. And so that's the way that this content flywheel funnel works, where as long as you know what type of content to make, which solves problems, provides value, answers questions, calls your ICP out, just like if you're a fitness coach, you're going to post a bunch of stuff around problems within fitness, posting valuable fitness tips, fitness workouts, and so on, so that people could be attracted to your fitness services, if that makes sense. So it has to be relevant to every single niche. And that's how the content flywheel works. You post content, you post stories, you post highlights, you post testimonials, case studies, YouTube videos in your Instagram, through your short form content as well. And then from there, you redirect people into a booked call or a YouTube video. From that YouTube video, they then book a call with you. And then at the end, regardless, you take the sales call and then you close them. And now you have people that trust you because they've watched so much of your content that it's just unreasonable for them not to convert. And then from there, you have happy dream clients that pay you anywhere from 2 to 10K to 15K up front. I've seen it all, right? So I hope you found this video valuable. If there's any other questions, just comment on this video or whatever, or just go from there. So thanks.